Chapter 1: Understanding Frames. Introduction. Welcome to the captivating realm of frames, where the subtle nuances of communication hold the power to transform your interactions and shape your reality. In this enlightening chapter, we embark on a journey of discovery, uncovering the mysteries of frames and their profound influence on our daily lives. Imagine communication as a vibrant tapestry, woven together by the threads of perception, interpretation, and understanding. Frames, like the intricate patterns within this tapestry, act as the lenses through which we view the world. They shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, often guiding the direction of our conversations and determining their outcomes. In this chapter, we invite you to explore the intricate dynamics of frames and their role in communication. We will dive into the different types of frames, their impact on our interactions, and the strategies to navigate them effectively. By understanding frames, you gain a powerful tool to navigate conflicts, build connections, and foster meaningful relationships. So, join us as we unravel the layers of frames and embark on a quest to enhance your communication prowess. Together, we will unravel the mysteries, debunk the myths, and equip you with the skills to recognize, interpret, and utilize frames to your advantage. Throughout this chapter, we will delve into fascinating examples, engage in thought-provoking exercises, and challenge your perspective on the art of communication. Prepare to witness the transformative power of frames as we journey through real-life scenarios, exploring their influence on diverse contexts and interactions. Are you ready to unlock the secrets that lie within frames? Are you ready to master the art of effective communication? Let's embark on this exhilarating expedition into the world of frames, where perception becomes clarity and understanding becomes connection. Fasten your seatbelt and get ready to elevate your communication to new heights. As we navigate through the intricacies of frames, you will discover a world of possibilities, where conversations become captivating, relationships deepen, and the path to success unfolds before your eyes. Get ready to unravel the mysteries of frames and embark on a transformational journey of communication mastery. Are you ready to step into a new dimension of understanding? Then let's begin our exploration of frames and their extraordinary influence on communication. Different types of frames and their impact on interactions. Frames come in various forms, each with its unique characteristics and influence on our interactions. Understanding these different types of frames is key to navigating conversations with finesse and precision. Let's delve into the most common types of frames and explore their impact on our communication. 1. Mental frames. Mental frames are the internal constructs that shape our perception of the world. They are influenced by our beliefs, values, experiences, and biases. Mental frames act as filters through which we interpret information, form opinions, and make decisions. They significantly impact our communication by shaping our perspective, influencing our judgments, and guiding our responses. Imagine a mental frame as a pair of glasses you wear, tinting your perception of reality. For example, if you hold a positive frame about a certain topic, you may view it with optimism and enthusiasm. Conversely, a negative frame can lead to skepticism or doubt. Being aware of your mental frames allows you to consciously choose the lenses through which you interpret and engage with others. 2. Contextual frames. Contextual frames are influenced by the specific situation or environment in which communication takes place. Different contexts create different frames that influence the meaning and interpretation of messages. These frames include professional settings, personal relationships, cultural backgrounds, and social dynamics. Consider how a conversation between friends differs from a business meeting. The contextual frame of a casual conversation may encourage open and relaxed communication, while a professional setting may require more formality and adherence to certain protocols. Being mindful of the contextual frame helps you adapt your communication style, tone, and language to effectively engage with others in different settings. 3. Relationship frames. Relationship frames revolve around the dynamics and history between individuals. They are influenced by past experiences, shared values, and the level of trust and rapport built over time. Relationship frames shape how we perceive and interpret communication within specific relationships, such as friendships, partnerships, or professional connections. Think about how your communication with a close friend differs from that with a new acquaintance. The relationship frame informs the level of familiarity, trust, and understanding between you and the other person. By understanding the relationship frame, you can tailor your communication to strengthen connections, deepen trust, and foster positive interactions. 4. Emotional frames. Emotional frames are deeply intertwined with our feelings, moods, and emotional states during communication. They can greatly influence the tone, intensity, and overall atmosphere of a conversation. Emotional frames can be positive, negative, neutral, or fluctuating, depending on the emotions experienced by the individuals involved. Consider a conversation that takes place when one person is feeling joyful and optimistic versus when they are feeling stressed or frustrated. The emotional frame of each person impacts the energy and emotional tone of the interaction. Being aware of emotional frames allows you to navigate conversations with empathy, understanding, and emotional intelligence. Recognizing and understanding these different types of frames empowers you to navigate communication with greater awareness and skill. By being mindful of the frames at play, you can adapt your communication style, choose your words more intentionally, and build stronger connections with others. In the next section, we will explore the art of recognizing and interpreting frames in various contexts. Get ready to sharpen your frame detection skills and unlock new possibilities for effective communication. Recognizing and interpreting frames in various contexts. Frames exist in every interaction, and being able to recognize and interpret them is a crucial skill in effective communication. By understanding the underlying frames at play, you can navigate conversations with greater insight and adapt your approach to achieve desired outcomes. Let's explore strategies for recognizing and interpreting frames in different contexts. 1. Verbal and nonverbal cues. Pay attention to both verbal and nonverbal cues in communication. Verbal cues include explicit statements, tone of voice, and choice of words. Nonverbal cues encompass body language, facial expressions, and gestures. These cues provide valuable hints about the frame someone is using or the frame they are reacting to. For example, a defensive posture or a sarcastic tone may indicate a defensive frame. 2. Active listening. Practice active listening to grasp the underlying frames in a conversation. Give your full attention to the speaker, seek clarification, and summarize their points. Active listening allows you to capture the nuances in their communication and identify the frame from which they are operating. Look for key themes, emotions, and perspectives expressed to gain a deeper understanding of the frame being projected. 3. Empathy and perspective taking. Develop empathy and the ability to step into someone else's shoes. By considering their perspective and understanding their frame of reference, you can decipher the meaning behind their words and actions. Empathy helps you connect on a deeper level and respond in a way that resonates with their frame. This skill is particularly valuable in resolving conflicts and building strong relationships. 4. Questioning and probing. Ask thoughtful questions to uncover hidden frames and assumptions. By digging deeper, you can reveal the underlying motivations, beliefs, and values that shape someone's frame. Thought-provoking questions encourage individuals to reflect and articulate their perspectives more clearly, enabling you to grasp the frames at play and engage in a more meaningful conversation. 5. Cultural sensitivity. Be aware of cultural influences on frames and communication styles. Different cultures may have distinct frames that shape their worldview, values, and norms. Recognizing and respecting these cultural frames is essential for effective cross-cultural communication. By embracing cultural sensitivity, you can navigate cultural differences and build connections based on understanding and mutual respect. 6. Contextual awareness. Consider the context in which the conversation is taking place. The setting, purpose, and participants all contribute to the frames present. A professional meeting will have different frames than a social gathering with friends. Being contextually aware allows you to adapt your communication style and understand the frames that are likely to emerge in a given situation. By honing your ability to recognize and interpret frames in various contexts, you become more attuned to the underlying dynamics of communication. This awareness empowers you to respond strategically, navigate conflicts, and build stronger connections with others. In Chapter 2, we will delve deeper into the art of frame control and how it can elevate your communication to new heights. Get ready to master the techniques of frame control and unlock your full potential as a communicator. Chapter 2, Mastering Frame Control Techniques. Part 1, Strategies for Establishing and Maintaining Your Frame. Frame control is the art of consciously influencing the frames at play in a conversation to shape the perception and outcome of the interaction. In this chapter, we will explore powerful strategies for establishing and maintaining your frame to exert greater influence and achieve your desired outcomes. Let's dive in. 1. Clarity of intent. Begin by establishing clarity of your intent and purpose in the conversation. Clearly define what you want to achieve and the frame you want to project. Having a clear intent helps you align your communication and actions accordingly, setting the stage for effective frame control. 2. Confidence and assertiveness. Cultivate confidence and assertiveness in your communication. Confidence signals that you believe in your frame and increases your credibility. Speak with conviction, maintain a confident posture, and assert your ideas in a clear and concise manner. Confidence helps establish and maintain your frame, making others more receptive to your message. 3. Nonverbal communication. Pay attention to your nonverbal cues, as they play a significant role in establishing your frame. Maintain strong eye contact, use open and expansive body language, and employ appropriate gestures to reinforce your frame. Your nonverbal cues should be congruent with your intended frame and convey confidence, authority, and authenticity. 4. Framing techniques. Utilize framing techniques to shape the perception of the conversation. This includes using language, metaphors, and analogies that align with your frame. Frame your message in a way that highlights the benefits, values, or desired outcomes that resonate with others. By framing the conversation in a compelling manner, you guide others to see things from your perspective. 5. Reframing. Reframing is a powerful technique for challenging and shifting the frames in a conversation. It involves offering alternative perspectives or interpretations to reshape the meaning and context of a situation. By reframing, you can redirect the conversation towards a more favorable frame that supports your objectives. 6. Emotional regulation. Emotions play a significant role in frame control. Practice emotional regulation to stay composed and centered in challenging situations. By managing your emotions, you can maintain your frame and respond strategically rather than react impulsively. Emotional regulation allows you to project a calm and controlled demeanor, enhancing your frame's effectiveness. 7. Active listening and response flexibility. Actively listen to others and be flexible in your responses. By understanding the frames of others, you can adapt your communication to align with or challenge their frames strategically. This demonstrates your responsiveness and understanding while maintaining control over the conversation. 8. Anchoring and priming. Utilize anchoring and priming techniques to influence how others perceive and interpret information. Anchoring involves introducing a reference point that influences subsequent judgments or decisions. Priming involves subtly priming someone's mind with specific ideas or concepts to shape their subsequent thoughts or actions. These techniques help establish your frame and influence others' perspectives. Remember, mastering frame control is an ongoing process that requires practice and refinement. By implementing these strategies, you can establish and maintain your frame with confidence, navigate conversations effectively, and influence the outcomes to achieve success. In the next part of Chapter 2, we will explore advanced techniques for challenging and reframing frames to gain even greater control over your interactions. Get ready to unleash your frame control prowess and become a master communicator. Part 2. Effective reframing to shift perspectives and redirect conversations. One of the most powerful tools in frame control is the ability to reframe, which involves offering alternative perspectives or interpretations to reshape the meaning and context of a situation. In this part of Chapter 2, we will delve into the art of effective reframing and how it can help you shift perspectives and redirect conversations to your advantage. Let's explore. 1. Challenging assumptions. Reframing starts by challenging assumptions underlying a particular frame. By questioning the validity of these assumptions, you open up space for alternative perspectives to emerge. This can be done by asking thought-provoking questions or presenting contrasting evidence that challenges the existing frame. Example: imagine a team meeting where a project is being discussed, and one person is overly focused on potential risks and obstacles. You can reframe by questioning the assumption that everything will go wrong and instead encourage a more optimistic view by highlighting the team's capabilities and past successes. 2. Shifting focus. Reframing involves shifting the focus from a problem-oriented frame to a solution-oriented one. By redirecting attention to possibilities, opportunities, and potential benefits, you can create a more constructive and optimistic frame that motivates action and collaboration. Example: during a challenging business negotiation, instead of focusing solely on the points of disagreement, you can reframe the conversation by highlighting shared interests and potential areas of collaboration. This shift in focus encourages a more cooperative and problem-solving mindset. 3. Offering alternative perspectives. Effective reframing involves presenting alternative perspectives that invite others to consider different angles and interpretations of a situation. By broadening the range of perspectives, you encourage a more nuanced understanding and create space for collaboration and creative problem-solving. Example: in a team discussion about a new marketing campaign, if someone suggests a traditional approach, you can reframe by offering an alternative perspective rooted in innovative and unconventional strategies. This reframing prompts a broader exploration of possibilities and opens the door to innovative thinking. 4. Empathy and perspective taking. Reframing requires empathy and the ability to put yourself in others' shoes. By understanding and acknowledging the underlying needs, concerns, or motivations of different parties, you can reframe the conversation to find common ground or bridge gaps between divergent frames. Example: in a conflict between two team members, you can reframe the conversation by empathizing with each person's perspective and highlighting shared goals or values. This reframing fosters understanding and helps find a mutually beneficial resolution. 5. Positive language and future orientation. Reframing can be enhanced through the use of positive language and a future-oriented mindset. By framing situations in terms of growth, learning, and possibilities, you create a more optimistic and forward-thinking frame that inspires action and collaboration. Example: when discussing a setback or challenge, you can reframe the conversation by focusing on the lessons learned and how it can lead to future improvements. This reframing encourages a resilient and solution-oriented mindset. Remember, effective reframing requires active listening, empathy, and a genuine interest in understanding others' perspectives. By skillfully reframing conversations, you can shift perspectives, break through resistance, and create new possibilities for collaboration and success. In the next part of Chapter 2, we will explore advanced techniques for frame control, including how to handle resistance and navigate challenging interactions. Get ready to take your frame control skills to the next level as we dive deeper into the art of communication mastery. Part 3: Nonverbal Cues and Body Language for Reinforcing Your Frame. In addition to verbal communication, nonverbal cues and body language play a crucial role in reinforcing your frame and exerting influence in conversations. Your nonverbal signals can either align with or undermine your intended frame. In this final part of Chapter 2, we will explore how you can effectively use nonverbal cues and body language to strengthen and support your frame. Let's dive in. 1. Posture and body alignment. Your posture and body alignment send powerful signals about your confidence and authority. Stand tall with an upright posture, squared shoulders, and a relaxed yet engaged demeanor. This conveys a sense of self-assuredness and establishes a strong presence that reinforces your frame. Example: imagine you're giving a presentation to a group of colleagues. By standing tall with an open posture and maintaining eye contact, you project confidence and credibility, reinforcing the frame that you are knowledgeable and deserving of attention. 2. Facial expressions. Your facial expressions can convey emotions and intentions, influencing how others perceive and respond to you. Use facial expressions that align with your desired frame, whether it's enthusiasm, empathy, or determination. Smile genuinely to create a positive and welcoming atmosphere. Example: during a negotiation, maintaining a calm and composed expression can convey confidence and control, reinforcing the frame that you are in charge and capable of handling the situation. 3. Eye contact. Eye contact is a powerful nonverbal cue that establishes connection and rapport. Maintain steady and focused eye contact with others to convey attentiveness and sincerity. It signals that you are fully present and actively engaged in the conversation. Example: when engaging in a one-on-one conversation, maintaining eye contact demonstrates respect and interest, reinforcing the frame that you value the other person's thoughts and opinions. 4. Gestures and body movements. Purposeful gestures and body movements can emphasize key points, highlight important information, and add clarity to your message. Use gestures that are natural, controlled, and aligned with the tone and content of your communication. Example: when explaining a concept or idea, using hand gestures that illustrate the key points can enhance understanding and engagement, reinforcing the frame that you are knowledgeable and articulate. 5. Vocal tonality and pace. Your vocal tonality and pace can convey confidence, authority, and conviction. Speak with clarity and purpose, using variations in tone and pace to emphasize important points. Project your voice with an appropriate volume to command attention and reinforce your frame. Example: during a public speaking engagement, speaking with a confident and authoritative tone, varying the pace to create emphasis, and modulating your voice to maintain audience engagement all reinforce the frame that you are a persuasive and compelling speaker. Remember, your nonverbal cues and body language should be congruent with your verbal communication and support the frame you want to establish. By mastering these nonverbal aspects, you enhance your overall communication effectiveness and strengthen your ability to influence and control conversations. In Chapter 3, we will delve into the art of persuasion and influence, exploring strategies and techniques for gaining buy-in and shaping outcomes. Get ready to harness the power of persuasion as we continue our journey toward effective communication and frame control mastery. Chapter 3: Applying Frame Control in Everyday Situations. Part 1: Frame Control in Personal Relationships and Conflicts. Frame control is not limited to professional settings. It also plays a significant role in our personal relationships and conflicts. In this chapter, we will explore how frame control techniques can be applied in various everyday situations to navigate personal relationships and manage conflicts effectively. Let's dive in. 1. Maintaining your frame in relationships. Healthy relationships require a balance of power and mutual respect. By maintaining your frame, you establish clear boundaries and expectations, ensuring that your needs and values are respected. Avoid falling into the trap of reactive behavior and emotional manipulation, as these can undermine your frame and lead to misunderstandings or resentment. Example: in a romantic relationship, maintaining your frame means communicating your desires and boundaries clearly, while respecting your partner's needs as well. By expressing yourself assertively and listening actively, you establish a foundation of open communication and mutual understanding. 2. Reframing conflicts for resolution. Conflicts are inevitable in any relationship. However, how we approach and manage conflicts can make all the difference. Frame control techniques can help you reframe conflicts in a way that focuses on finding a resolution rather than escalating tensions. By reframing the situation, you can shift perspectives, encourage empathy, and create a cooperative environment for conflict resolution. Example: imagine a disagreement with a colleague or friend. Instead of engaging in a heated argument, you can reframe the conflict by expressing your concerns calmly and seeking common ground. By focusing on shared goals and seeking collaborative solutions, you can transform the conflict into an opportunity for growth and understanding. 3. Responding to emotional triggers. Emotional triggers can challenge our ability to maintain our frame in personal relationships. It's important to recognize and manage these triggers effectively to prevent them from derailing conversations or causing unnecessary conflicts. Practice self-awareness and emotional regulation techniques to stay grounded and in control during emotionally charged situations. Example: suppose a family member says something hurtful that triggers an emotional response. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause and reflect. Choose a response that aligns with your desired frame, such as expressing your feelings assertively or seeking clarification without getting defensive. This allows you to navigate the situation with emotional intelligence and maintain healthy boundaries. 4. Seeking win-win solutions. Frame control techniques can help you approach conflicts with a win-win mindset, seeking solutions that benefit all parties involved. By focusing on common interests, finding compromises, and practicing active listening, you can transform conflicts into opportunities for collaboration and strengthen relationships. Example: in a team project where there are differing opinions, frame the situation as an opportunity to gather diverse perspectives and reach a collective decision. By encouraging open dialogue, actively listening to others' viewpoints, and finding a middle ground, you can foster a cooperative environment that leads to win-win outcomes. Remember, applying frame control techniques in personal relationships and conflicts requires empathy, active listening, and a genuine desire to find common ground. By mastering these skills, you can enhance your interpersonal connections and navigate conflicts with grace and effectiveness. In the next chapter, we will explore the application of frame control techniques in professional settings, where they can significantly impact your success and influence. Get ready to unlock the power of frame control in your professional life as we continue our journey toward mastering effective communication. Part 2. Frame control in professional settings and negotiations. Frame control is a vital skill in professional settings, as it can greatly impact your success, influence, and ability to navigate negotiations effectively. In this chapter, we will delve into the application of frame control techniques in professional environments. Let's explore. 1. Establishing your professional frame. In professional settings, it's crucial to establish and maintain your professional frame. This involves projecting confidence, authority, and credibility. By setting a strong frame, you shape how others perceive and interact with you, leading to increased respect and influence. Example: when entering a business meeting, project a confident and assertive demeanor. Clearly articulate your expertise, experience, and the value you bring to the table. By establishing your professional frame from the start, you set the tone for the interaction and position yourself as a credible and authoritative presence. 2. Influencing and leading with frame control. Effective leaders understand the power of frame control in inspiring and influencing their team members. By aligning their frame with the organization's vision, values, and goals, leaders can motivate and guide their teams towards success. They use language, storytelling, and nonverbal cues to reinforce their frame and create a sense of shared purpose. Example: a leader who aims to inspire their team may frame challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. By communicating a compelling vision, sharing success stories, and displaying confidence in their team's abilities, they shape a positive and empowering frame that motivates their team members to excel. 3. Navigating negotiations. Frame control is particularly crucial in negotiations, where different parties strive to influence the outcome to their advantage. By setting a strong frame and steering the conversation, you can increase your chances of achieving favorable results. Techniques such as anchoring, reframing, and active listening can help you maintain control and guide the negotiation process. Example: in a salary negotiation, setting an initial anchor by stating a higher desired salary can influence the subsequent negotiation. By using reframing techniques to highlight your value and contributions, you can shift the focus from price to the benefits and unique expertise you bring to the role. Active listening allows you to uncover the other party's interests and find mutually beneficial solutions. 4. Managing difficult conversations. Difficult conversations in the workplace often require skilled frame control to navigate successfully. By staying composed, reframing challenges as opportunities, and actively listening to the other person's perspective, you can maintain control of the conversation and work toward productive outcomes. Example: when providing constructive feedback to a colleague, approach the conversation with a frame focused on growth and improvement. Share specific examples, offer actionable suggestions, and demonstrate empathy to ensure the conversation remains constructive and supportive. Mastering frame control in professional settings and negotiations requires practice, self-awareness, and the ability to adapt to various contexts. By understanding the power of frame control and applying these techniques, you can enhance your professional relationships, influence outcomes, and thrive in challenging business environments. In the next chapter, we will explore how frame control can be used in personal and social settings, allowing you to navigate social interactions with finesse and create meaningful connections. Get ready to unleash the power of frame control in your personal life as we continue our journey toward effective communication mastery. Part 3. Frame control in social interactions and personal relationships. Frame control is not limited to professional settings or negotiations. It plays a significant role in our social interactions and personal relationships as well. Understanding how to apply frame control techniques in these contexts can greatly enhance our communication and connection with others. Let's explore. 1. Building rapport and influence. Frame control is essential in building rapport and influencing others in social settings. By establishing a positive and engaging frame, you can create a favorable impression and make meaningful connections. Techniques such as mirroring, active listening, and using open-ended questions can help you establish common ground and foster a sense of trust and understanding. Example: imagine attending a social gathering where you meet new people. By mirroring their body language, showing genuine interest through active listening, and asking open-ended questions, you can create a comfortable and engaging frame that encourages conversation and connection. 2. Resolving conflicts and diffusing tension. Frame control is valuable in managing conflicts and diffusing tense situations in personal relationships. By staying calm, reframing the situation, and empathetically acknowledging the other person's perspective, you can shift the dynamic and promote understanding and resolution. Example: during a disagreement with a loved one, rather than engaging in a confrontational argument, take a moment to reframe the situation as an opportunity for growth and understanding. Use empathetic listening to understand their viewpoint, and respond with empathy and respect. By shifting the frame from confrontation to collaboration, you can work together to find a mutually beneficial resolution. 3. Influencing behavior and choices. Frame control can also be used to influence the behavior and choices of others in personal relationships. By framing situations, options, and consequences in a way that appeals to their values and desires, you can guide them toward decisions that align with your shared goals. Example: when encouraging a friend to adopt a healthier lifestyle, frame the benefits of exercise and nutritious eating in a way that aligns with their personal values and aspirations. Focus on the positive impact it will have on their well-being, energy levels, and overall quality of life. By framing the change as an opportunity for self-improvement and fulfillment, you increase the likelihood of them embracing healthier habits. By incorporating frame control techniques into our social interactions and personal relationships, we can cultivate stronger connections, resolve conflicts effectively, and positively influence others. Frame control allows us to shape the narrative, establish rapport, and create an environment conducive to open communication and mutual understanding. In the upcoming chapters, we will delve further into advanced frame control strategies and explore how they can be applied in specific situations and contexts. Get ready to unlock the full potential of frame control as we continue our journey toward mastering effective communication in all areas of our lives. Chapter 4: Overcoming Challenges and Pitfalls. Part 1: Common Challenges in Frame Control. While frame control can be a powerful tool in communication, it is not without its challenges. Recognizing and understanding these challenges is essential to navigate them effectively. In this chapter, we will explore some common challenges in frame control and provide strategies for addressing them. 1. Resistance and defensiveness. When attempting to establish or maintain your frame, you may encounter resistance or defensiveness from others. People may be resistant to adopting a different frame or feel defensive when their existing frame is challenged. Understanding the underlying reasons for their resistance and defensiveness can help you navigate these challenges. Example: if someone becomes defensive when you introduce a new perspective, it may stem from a fear of losing control or a desire to protect their ego. Instead of pushing further, approach the situation with empathy and seek common ground. Acknowledge their concerns and validate their perspective before gently introducing an alternative frame. 2. Emotional triggers. Emotions can influence our frames and how we interpret and respond to situations. Emotional triggers can make it challenging to maintain control over our frames and lead to reactive and less effective communication. Recognizing and managing our own emotional triggers is key to maintaining frame control. Example: if you find yourself becoming angry or defensive when someone challenges your frame, take a moment to breathe and regain your composure. Recognize your emotional trigger and consciously choose a more constructive response. This might involve reframing the situation, empathizing with the other person's viewpoint, or taking a break to gather your thoughts before responding. 3. Cultural and contextual sensitivity. Different cultures and contexts may have distinct frames and communication styles. Being sensitive to these cultural and contextual differences is important to establish effective communication and avoid misunderstandings. Adapting your frame control techniques to align with the cultural and contextual norms is essential for successful interactions. Example: in a multicultural team, be mindful of different cultural perspectives on hierarchy, directness, and nonverbal cues. Adjust your frame control strategies accordingly, taking into account the cultural nuances and ensuring effective communication with all team members. Part 2. Addressing common challenges. To address the common challenges in frame control, consider the following strategies. 1. Empathy and active listening. Practice empathy and active listening to understand others' perspectives and emotional states. By demonstrating genuine understanding and validation, you can create a more receptive environment for effective frame control. 2. Flexibility and adaptability. Be flexible and adaptable in your approach to frame control. Recognize that different situations and individuals may require different strategies. Adjust your techniques accordingly to better align with the needs and preferences of others. 3. Emotional intelligence. Develop your emotional intelligence to navigate emotional triggers and respond appropriately. Self-awareness, self-regulation, and empathy are key components of emotional intelligence that can support effective frame control. 4. Continuous learning and reflection. Frame control is a skill that can be honed over time. Engage in continuous learning, reflect on your experiences, and seek feedback to improve your frame control abilities. Identify areas of growth and actively work on developing new strategies. By understanding the common challenges in frame control and employing effective strategies to address them, you can enhance your ability to maintain control over your frames and communicate more effectively in various situations. In the next chapter, we will explore advanced frame control techniques and applications, equipping you with the tools to navigate complex communication scenarios and achieve greater success in your interactions. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the art of frame control. Part 3. Managing resistance and objections. When applying frame control techniques, it's common to encounter resistance and objections from others. People may push back against your frame or present counter-arguments that challenge your perspective. Effectively managing resistance and objections is crucial to maintain control over the conversation and achieve productive outcomes. In this section, we will explore strategies to handle resistance and objections gracefully. 1. Active listening and empathy. Before addressing resistance or objections, ensure that you actively listen to the concerns and viewpoints of others. Demonstrate empathy and understanding, acknowledging their perspective. This helps to build rapport and create an environment where both parties feel heard and valued. Example: when someone raises an objection, actively listen to their reasoning and validate their concerns. Reflect back their perspective and show that you genuinely understand their point of view. This demonstrates respect and openness, making it easier to navigate the conversation. 2. Clarify and seek common ground. Clarify any misunderstandings and seek areas of agreement or common ground. By finding shared interests or goals, you can build a foundation for productive dialogue. Clarification also ensures that everyone is on the same page, reducing potential conflicts. Example: if someone expresses resistance, ask open-ended questions to clarify their concerns. Seek common ground by identifying shared goals or values. Emphasize areas where your frame aligns with their underlying interests to foster a sense of collaboration. 3. Provide evidence and logical reasoning. Support your frame with evidence and logical reasoning to address objections. Present facts, data, or examples that bolster your perspective and provide a solid foundation for your argument. Clear and logical reasoning can help persuade others and overcome their objections. Example: if someone raises a counterargument, present relevant evidence or real-life examples that support your frame. Use logical reasoning to explain how your frame addresses their concerns or offers a better solution. This demonstrates the validity and credibility of your perspective. 4. Maintain composure and respect. It's essential to remain composed and respectful, even when facing resistance or objections. Avoid becoming defensive or aggressive, as this can escalate conflicts and hinder productive communication. Instead, strive to maintain a calm and respectful demeanor throughout the conversation. Example: if someone becomes confrontational, take a deep breath and respond in a calm and composed manner. Avoid personal attacks or dismissive language. Keep the focus on the ideas and maintain a respectful tone to encourage a constructive exchange of viewpoints. 5. Seek win-win solutions. Frame control is not about dominating others, but finding mutually beneficial solutions. Look for opportunities to collaborate and find win-win outcomes that address both parties' interests. This approach fosters cooperation and increases the likelihood of reaching agreements. Example: instead of trying to overpower someone's objections, explore alternative perspectives and brainstorm solutions together. Strive for a compromise or middle ground that accommodates both frames and achieves the desired outcomes for all parties involved. By employing these strategies, you can effectively manage resistance and objections, paving the way for productive and constructive discussions. Remember that frame control is not about forcing your perspective on others, but about creating an environment where diverse viewpoints can coexist and lead to mutually beneficial outcomes. In the final part of this book, we will explore advanced frame control techniques and provide practical tips for mastering the art of frame control. Get ready to elevate your communication skills and unlock your full potential. Part 4. Maintaining authenticity while exercising frame control. While mastering frame control techniques is essential for effective communication, it's equally important to maintain authenticity in your interactions. Authenticity creates genuine connections and builds trust with others. In this section, we will explore how to exercise frame control while staying true to yourself. 1. Know your values and beliefs. Before engaging in any conversation, it's crucial to have a clear understanding of your values and beliefs. Knowing what is important to you provides a foundation for your communication style. This self-awareness helps you maintain authenticity while navigating different frames. Example: reflect on your core values and beliefs. Understand what drives you and shapes your perspectives. This self-reflection enables you to align your frame with your authentic self and ensures consistency in your communication. 2. Stay true to your purpose. Frame control should align with your purpose and the goals you aim to achieve. When exercising frame control, remind yourself of the larger purpose and the positive impact you want to make. This keeps you focused on your authentic intentions. Example: when facing resistance or objections, remind yourself of the purpose behind your frame. Ask yourself how it contributes to the desired outcomes and serves the greater good. This helps you maintain clarity and authenticity in your communication. 3. Embrace vulnerability and openness. Authenticity involves being vulnerable and open to others' perspectives. It means acknowledging your limitations and being receptive to alternative viewpoints. Embracing vulnerability fosters genuine connections and allows for a more inclusive and collaborative dialogue. Example: instead of rigidly sticking to your frame, be open to new ideas and perspectives. Embrace vulnerability by acknowledging that you don't have all the answers. This openness invites others to share their thoughts and promotes a more authentic exchange of ideas. 4. Practice active listening. Active listening is a powerful tool for maintaining authenticity. It demonstrates that you value and respect others' viewpoints. By actively listening, you show genuine interest in understanding their frames, even if they differ from your own. Example: engage in active listening by giving your full attention to the speaker. Maintain eye contact, nod, and provide verbal cues that indicate you are actively processing their words. This practice enhances your ability to understand others' frames and respond authentically. 5. Adapt and learn from each interaction. While exercising frame control, be open to learning from each interaction. Adapt your approach based on the feedback and outcomes of your conversations. This willingness to grow and evolve ensures that your frame remains authentic and relevant. Example: reflect on each interaction and evaluate the effectiveness of your frame control techniques. Consider what worked well and areas for improvement. Continuously refine your approach to align with your authentic self and the specific context of each conversation. Remember, frame control is not about manipulating others or sacrificing your authenticity. It's about effectively expressing your perspectives while respecting others' viewpoints. By maintaining authenticity in your communication, you build stronger connections and establish a foundation of trust with those around you. In the final chapter of this audiobook, we will delve into advanced strategies for mastering frame control and provide additional insights for applying these techniques in various scenarios. Prepare to unlock your full potential and become a master of communication and influence. Chapter 5: The Power of Ethical Influence. Part 1: Leveraging Frame Control for Positive Impact and Ethical Persuasion. Frame control can be a powerful tool for influence, but it's crucial to use this power responsibly and ethically. In this chapter, we will explore how you can leverage frame control techniques to create positive impact and engage in ethical persuasion. 1. Understanding ethical influence. Ethical influence is about using frame control to persuade and motivate others in a way that aligns with moral principles and respects their autonomy. It involves considering the well-being of others and striving for win-win outcomes. Example: when using frame control for ethical influence, focus on promoting fairness, honesty, and respect in your interactions. Ensure that your intentions are guided by the greater good and that your persuasive efforts are rooted in integrity. 2. Building trust and credibility. Trust is the foundation of ethical influence. Establishing trustworthiness and credibility enables you to influence others positively. When people trust you, they are more likely to listen to your perspectives and be open to your influence. Example: cultivate trust by consistently demonstrating reliability, honesty, and transparency. Honor your commitments, follow through on your promises, and communicate with integrity. This builds a strong foundation for ethical influence. 3. Empathy and understanding. Ethical influence requires empathy and understanding. By putting yourself in others' shoes and genuinely understanding their needs, values, and perspectives, you can tailor your frame control techniques to resonate with them. Example: practice active empathy by actively listening, asking clarifying questions, and seeking to understand others' emotions and motivations. This allows you to frame your message in a way that considers their unique perspectives and concerns. 4. Promoting shared values and goals. Ethical persuasion aims to find common ground and promote shared values and goals. By identifying shared interests, you can align your frame with those of others, creating a collaborative and mutually beneficial approach. Example: highlight shared values and goals when engaging in persuasive conversations. Emphasize how your ideas or proposals align with the values and aspirations of the individuals or groups you are influencing. This fosters a sense of collaboration and increases receptiveness to your frame. 5. Respecting autonomy and choice. Ethical influence respects individuals' autonomy and allows them to make informed choices. Frame control should empower others rather than manipulate or coerce them into compliance. Example: offer individuals the freedom to make their own decisions based on the information and perspectives you provide. Respect their autonomy and be open to their choices, even if they differ from your desired outcomes. This promotes ethical influence and preserves trust. By leveraging frame control for positive impact and ethical persuasion, you can inspire change, foster collaboration, and motivate others toward shared goals. Remember to always approach influence with integrity and a genuine desire to create meaningful outcomes for all parties involved. In the final chapter of this audiobook, we will conclude our exploration of frame control and ethical influence. Get ready to unlock the full potential of your communication skills and become a master of ethical persuasion. Part 2. Building Trust and Rapport Through Effective Frame Management. Building trust and rapport is essential for successful communication and influence. When you can effectively manage frames in your interactions, you create an environment of trust, understanding, and collaboration. In this part, we will explore strategies for building trust and rapport through effective frame management. 1. Active listening and empathy. Active listening and empathy are key components of building trust and rapport. By actively listening to others and showing genuine empathy, you demonstrate that you value their perspectives and emotions. Example: practice active listening by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and paraphrasing to show that you are fully engaged in the conversation. Show empathy by acknowledging and validating others' feelings and experiences. This helps create a safe and trusting environment. 2. Authenticity and transparency. Building trust requires authenticity and transparency in your communication. When you are honest, open, and transparent, others are more likely to trust your intentions and believe in the frames you present. Example: be authentic and genuine in your interactions. Avoid manipulative tactics or trying to deceive others with your frame. Instead, be transparent about your intentions. Share your thought processes, and admit when you don't have all the answers. This builds credibility and fosters trust. 3. Consistency and reliability. Ethical influence respects individuals' autonomy and allows them to make informed choices. Frame control should empower others rather than manipulate or coerce them into compliance. Example: offer individuals the freedom to make their own decisions based on the information and perspectives you provide. Respect their autonomy and be open to their choices, even if they differ from your desired outcomes. This promotes ethical influence and preserves trust. By leveraging frame control for positive impact and ethical persuasion, you can inspire change, foster collaboration, and motivate others toward shared goals. Remember to always approach influence with integrity and a genuine desire to create meaningful outcomes for all parties involved. In the final chapter of this audiobook, we will conclude our exploration of frame control and ethical influence. Get ready to unlock the full potential of your communication skills and become a master of ethical persuasion. Part 2. Building Trust and Rapport Through Effective Frame Management. Building trust and rapport is essential for successful communication and influence. When you can effectively manage frames in your interactions, you create an environment of trust, understanding, and collaboration. In this part, we will explore strategies for building trust and rapport through effective frame management. 1. Active listening and empathy. Active listening and empathy are key components of building trust and rapport. By actively listening to others and showing genuine empathy, you demonstrate that you value their perspectives and emotions. Example: practice active listening by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and paraphrasing to show that you are fully engaged in the conversation. Show empathy by acknowledging and validating others' feelings and experiences. This helps create a safe and trusting environment. 2. Authenticity and transparency. Building trust requires authenticity and transparency in your communication. When you are honest, open, and transparent, others are more likely to trust your intentions and believe in the frames you present. Example: be authentic and genuine in your interactions. Avoid manipulative tactics or trying to deceive others with your frame. Instead, be transparent about your intentions. Share your thought processes, and admit when you don't have all the answers. This builds credibility and fosters trust. 3. Consistency and reliability. Example: practice active listening by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and paraphrasing to show that you are fully engaged in the conversation. Show empathy by acknowledging and validating others' feelings and experiences. This helps create a safe and trusting environment. 2. Authenticity and transparency. Building trust requires authenticity and transparency in your communication. When you are honest, open, and transparent, others are more likely to trust your intentions and believe in the frames you present. Example: be authentic and genuine in your interactions. Avoid manipulative tactics or trying to deceive others with your frame. Instead, be transparent about your intentions. Share your thought processes and admit when you don't have all the answers. This builds credibility and fosters trust. 3. Consistency and reliability. Consistency and reliability are vital for building trust. When your actions align with your words, and you consistently deliver on your commitments, others see you as dependable and trustworthy. Example: ensure that your words and actions are consistent. If you make promises or commitments, follow through on them. Be reliable and deliver on your responsibilities. This consistency builds trust and reinforces the positive frames you establish. 4. Building rapport. Rapport is the connection and understanding between individuals. Building rapport allows you to create a positive and comfortable atmosphere that fosters collaboration and mutual respect. Example: find common ground with others and establish shared interests. Show genuine interest in their perspectives, hobbies, or backgrounds. Use mirroring techniques to match their body language and pace of speech. This creates a sense of familiarity and helps build rapport. 5. Conflict resolution and frame alignment. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship or interaction. Effective frame management can help navigate conflicts and align frames to find common ground and resolution. Example: during conflicts, actively listen to all parties involved and seek to understand their underlying frames. Look for areas of agreement and shared goals. Frame the conflict as a problem to be solved collaboratively rather than a win-lose situation. This approach fosters trust and facilitates resolution. By implementing these strategies, you can build trust and rapport with others, creating a solid foundation for effective communication and influence. Remember, trust is the cornerstone of successful frame management, and nurturing it leads to fruitful and meaningful interactions. In the next part of this audiobook, we will delve into the art of persuasive storytelling and its impact on frame management. Get ready to unlock the power of storytelling to shape frames and connect with others on a deeper level. Part 3. Using frame control to inspire and motivate others. Frame control not only helps you influence others, but also enables you to inspire and motivate them toward shared goals. In this final part of Chapter 5, we will explore how to use frame control techniques to inspire and motivate others. 1. Vision and purpose. Effective frame management involves painting a compelling vision and aligning it with a shared purpose. When you communicate a clear and inspiring vision, you create a frame that motivates and engages others. Example: craft a powerful vision statement that encapsulates the desired future state. Communicate this vision with enthusiasm and conviction, highlighting how it aligns with the shared purpose and values of the individuals involved. This frames the goals and objectives within a larger, meaningful context, inspiring others to contribute their best. 2. Positive framing and language. The way you frame your messages and use language can have a significant impact on motivation. By employing positive framing and language, you create an optimistic and energizing atmosphere that encourages action. Example: instead of focusing on potential obstacles or limitations, emphasize opportunities and solutions. Use positive language that reinforces confidence, optimism, and belief in possibilities. This frames the situation in a way that inspires individuals to overcome challenges and pursue excellence. 3. Empowerment and autonomy. Empowering others and giving them autonomy over their work fosters motivation and commitment. By framing tasks and responsibilities as opportunities for growth and self-direction, you inspire individuals to take ownership and deliver their best results. Example: delegate tasks by highlighting the trust and confidence you have in their abilities. Provide space for individuals to make decisions and contribute their unique perspectives. Frame their contributions as valuable and significant, enabling them to feel a sense of ownership and motivation. 4. Recognition and appreciation. Acknowledging and appreciating the efforts and achievements of others creates a positive frame that fuels motivation. Recognizing their contributions reinforces a sense of value and encourages continued dedication. Example: publicly acknowledge and appreciate the specific contributions and achievements of individuals or the team as a whole. Frame their accomplishments as meaningful and significant, highlighting the positive impact they have made. This frames their efforts in a way that motivates them to continue excelling. 5. Inspiring communication. The way you communicate, both verbally and non-verbally, can inspire and motivate others. Your enthusiasm, passion, and conviction can be contagious, creating a frame of inspiration that encourages others to take action. Example: deliver your messages with energy and passion. Use storytelling techniques to evoke emotions and create connections. Use confident and positive body language to reinforce your frame of inspiration. This frames the communication in a way that ignites motivation and sparks enthusiasm in others. By effectively using frame control to inspire and motivate others, you can create a dynamic and high-performing team that is driven toward success. The ability to shape frames and tap into the intrinsic motivations of individuals is a powerful leadership skill that unlocks the potential of teams. Congratulations on completing Chapter 5. In the next and final part of this audiobook, we will conclude our journey by reflecting on the key lessons learned and inspiring you to continue honing your frame control skills for personal and professional success. Conclusion. Throughout this audiobook, The Power Play: Unleashing Effective Communication and Frame Control for Success, we have explored the fascinating world of frame control and its profound impact on communication and influence. We have delved into the foundational elements of effective communication, mastered the art of frame control, and applied these skills in various personal and professional contexts. From understanding the different types of frames to recognizing and managing them, we have learned how to establish and maintain our frames for optimal outcomes. We have discovered the power of reframing and shifting perspectives, using nonverbal cues and body language to reinforce our frames, and effectively managing resistance and objections. Moreover, we have explored the ethical dimensions of frame control, building trust and rapport, and inspiring others to greatness. Remember, frame control is not about manipulation or exerting power over others. It is about harnessing the power of communication to foster understanding, build connections, and achieve mutual success. It is a skill that, when used ethically and responsibly, empowers both ourselves and those around us. As we conclude this audiobook, I want to express my deepest gratitude to you for joining me on this journey. By investing your time and attention, you have demonstrated a commitment to personal growth and mastery of effective communication. I encourage you to continue applying the principles and techniques shared in this audiobook in your everyday interactions. Remember, effective communication and frame control are skills that require practice and refinement. Embrace opportunities to engage in meaningful conversations, listen actively, and experiment with different framing techniques. With each interaction, you will become more adept at navigating conversations, influencing outcomes, and building stronger relationships. I sincerely hope that The Power Play: Unleashing Effective Communication and Frame Control for Success has provided you with valuable insights and practical strategies to enhance your communication skills. May it serve as a catalyst for personal growth and transformation, propelling you toward success in all areas of your life. Thank you once again for embarking on this journey with me. Your dedication and commitment are truly appreciated. Now, go forth and unleash the power of effective communication and frame control to create the life and success you deserve. Wishing you all the best on your continued journey of growth and mastery. Thank you for reading. Sincerely, Ironforge Leadership.